Recently, I posted this video where I walked through the Berkshire Mall in Wyomissing, Pennsylvania, before its impending demolition. When I was walking through the food court, I just happened to say this. Now, this is not an opening day attraction for this mall. This opened in 1989. After posting the video, I found out what was in the space before the food court, an animatronic restaurant. So, I thought it would be fun to talk about this and go over a brief history of all of the restaurant chains that open in the area featuring animated characters. The first animatronic restaurant to open in the Reading area was on the second floor of the Berkshire Mall, called Gadget's The Great Food and Game Invention. Gadget's was a small company with one other location in Ocean Township, New Jersey. They were originally known as Gizmos, but changed the name shortly before opening the Berkshire Mall location in the first half of 1982. This location was different from the original, as it featured a brand new stage show featuring several Looney Tunes character animatronics. The characters were under official license from Warner Brothers. The Gadget's menu was even designed to look like a Looney Tunes comic book. The restaurant did serve alcohol and had a bar called the Laboratory. While Gadget's was the first animatronic restaurant to make it to the area, it wouldn't be alone for long. On December 6, 1982, Showbiz Pizza Place opened just 5 miles away from Gadget's in the Muhlenberg Plaza shopping center. Showbiz Pizza Place was one of the major national chains at this point, and the Reading location marked their entrance into Pennsylvania. Reading Showbiz featured the classic animated show across 3 stages with their mascot Billy Bob and the Rock-afire Explosion Band. There were now 2 animatronic restaurants in Reading, and less than a year later, there were 3. On September 25, 1983, a brand new Chuck E. Cheese's Pizza Time Theater location opened just a mile away from Gadget's on Burn Road. Pizza Time Theater was already well established in Pennsylvania at this point, with locations in Philadelphia, Scranton, Harrisburg, and more. This location featured their standard cyberamic robots on the balcony stage. With 3 similar concepts now within a 6-mile radius of each other, competition was tough going into the 1983 holiday season. Since 1982, Gadget's offered a Sunday brunch. Beginning in October 1983, shortly after Pizza Time Theater opened, Reading Showbiz began offering a country breakfast on weekends, supposedly as a test before a potential nationwide rollout. Coming to breakfast at Showbiz also included free game tokens. Halloween 1983 also featured special events. Showbiz hosted a Halloween party with special guests, and Pizza Time Theater sponsored a Berkshire Mall Halloween parade, with a contest for the best Chuck E. Cheese look-alike costume. For Christmas 1983, Showbiz featured Santa Clunk on their stage. The golden era of animatronic restaurants in Reading was short-lived. On February 22, 1984, Reading's Pizza Time Theater closed its doors after less than 5 months in operation. Just 1 month later, Pizza Time Theater, the company, filed for bankruptcy and merged with Showbiz Pizza Place. Gadget's didn't last much longer, and was gone by September of 1984. An official reason was not given for their closure. However, the then marketing director for Berkshire Mall suspected either the change in management at Gadget's parent company, or that they were simply not doing well. Either way, this left Showbiz Pizza Place as the area's last animatronic restaurant. They lasted a few more years, but closed in January of 1988. Little is known about what happened in those final years at Showbiz. After their closure, another small animatronic pizza chain called Major Magic's All-Star Pizza Review took over the space and reopened under their name, but supposedly left everything else from Showbiz intact. The furniture in this photo looks identical to the Showbiz photo from 1982. This newspaper article from 1988 hints that the Rock-afire Explosion from Showbiz was still there, by only referring to them as animated characters, and that Major Magic was only there in walk-around form. They would have been able to get away with this since the manufacturing, sales, and licensing agreement that gave Showbiz the exclusive rights to the Rock-afire was already eliminated. It is believed that the Major Magic characters eventually appeared on stage. However, the restaurant began to fail in 1994, and in July of 1996, Major Magic shut its doors. In the article announcing the closure, it was said that the show would be placed in storage. 1997 was the first year since 1981 that there was no animatronic restaurant in Reading, Pennsylvania. There would not be a new one until December 20th, 2000, when a brand new Chuck E. Cheese's opened in the Broadcasting Square shopping center, 3 miles away from where the original Pizza Time Theater was located years earlier. Unlike all of its predecessors, this new Chuck E. Cheese's location only featured one animatronic character, 32-movement Chuck E. Cheese produced by Gardner Holt Productions. The location featured the standard 1990s decor package. This Chuck E. Cheese's was the longest-lasting animatronic restaurant in the Reading area, remaining open long enough to be refreshed in the mid-2010s with a new interior paint job and exterior signage. After nearly 24 years, the location closed on September 15, 2024 due to leasing issues. The location was cleaned out over the next few days, with most items being destroyed per company policy. This location was the last Chuck E. Cheese in Pennsylvania with an animatronic, as the rest have the current entertainment package which eliminates the animatronic show. With that, the era of animatronic restaurants in Reading, PA has now come to an end. As for what has become of the spaces where these facilities once stood, Gadgets became the Terrace Cafe food court in 1989, and will remain like that until the end of the Berkshire Mall. The building where Major Magic's and Showbiz Pizza once stood was divided into two and is now a bingo hall and a restaurant called Philly Style Subs. Major Magic's yellow exterior remained on the building until 2024, and until 2025 the restaurant space was occupied by an eatery called Jimbo's, which had a logo that strongly resembled that of Showbiz Pizza. Jimbo's also had stripes in the colors of the Showbiz logo and Billy Bob's overalls painted on the building, which were also removed in 2025. The space where Pizza Time Theater once stood is now a parking lot, and the modern Chuck E. Cheese's was completely renovated a few months after closure and became Fine Wine and Good Spirits Premium Collection, which is Pennsylvania's state liquor store. I hope you enjoyed this video and learned something new today. I do wish there was more pictures of these businesses out there, but I am glad we have something. In the description below, I will link some of the articles used for this video, as well as my series of videos on the Why I'm Missing Chuck E. Cheese. You can see the location when it was open, the clean-out process, after closure, the entire renovation, and what the building looks like today. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.